You gotta have pots all over the place, right? You gotta have. Check out my Adidas. Anyway, so that, and then you gotta have decorations. So nothing but like just a big old thing of decorations. That's right. What's up, Wolfie? What's up, guys? Welcome to my tour, my Imperfect Fishroom. Now, I'm so excited about today's video because I've really done a lot of work over the last few weeks, changing things around, not only in this main fish room, but in my garage, and I'm super excited about showing it to you. Also, this is going to be my last video for some time. I've always said, if I can't have fun doing YouTube, or if I can't give YouTube 100%, I can't do it. And quite honestly, right now, I cannot give YouTube 100% of my time. It's just between all the hours I'm working at work, Liz had a couple of health issues that needed to be dealt with. My focus is not on YouTube. And if I can't create quality videos for you guys to enjoy, I'd rather not create them. I'd rather enjoy the hobby. And then when I have things that I think you guys will enjoy, I'll upload stuff. So that's where we're at. This is a celebration. This is not a pity party. I'm not going anywhere for a really long time. I just need a break. The hours, stuff here, all the work that goes into YouTube, it's just a lot. And I've been doing it, I guess we're getting close to 3 years now. We just hit 7,000 subscribers. So thank you so much for that, guys. I really do appreciate it. But it's time for me to kind of refocus myself. This hobby, as I've always said, you can go back to my first video, is first. Hobby first, YouTube second. Now, before we start the tour, we're not going to start in the main fish room. What I'd like to do is start in the garage. Back in the back in the late 70s, early 80s, before YouTube, before fish clubs, a lot of guys that were in the hobby, a lot of people that were in the hobby used to have their fish rooms in the garage or the basement. They have a couple of folding chairs, and their buddy that was in the hobby would come around. You guys would just sit and look at fish tanks and just enjoy the hobby. Sometimes you'd leave with your buddy's fish or spawns that he did, and you just keep that going back and forth. And I'm very lucky and blessed to have a lot of friends locally who I have that kind of relationship with, where I'll just go to their fish room and just chill out and we'll talk fish, and I might bring something home that they have, or they may come over here and they may take something home that they've never had before and try it in their fish room. So that's the type of camaraderie that I've always enjoyed about this hobby and that I want to promote and hope will never die. So without further ado, we're going to check out my fish room that I have purposely kind of gone back in time and made it more nostalgic for me. And I want you guys to check it out. So come on. You'll understand what I'm talking about when we get there. Alright, so we're in the garage. Take a look at this, guys. Take a look down memory lane. Now, I'm going to have to get a better camera shot for you, and I don't know how I'm going to do that, but just check out all the tanks that we have back here. In fact, let me just turn it this way. Alright guys, so I'm sure you're going to ask, what makes an old school fish room an old school fish room? Well, first of all, you got to have lots of electrical wires and stuff going everywhere. It doesn't make any sense. Looks like spaghetti. Looks like you could be starting a fire every moment. This is one of the defining things you'll find in an old school fish room. Wires everywhere. Next thing you'll find, key ingredient, is air tubing. Air tubing just leading anywhere. If you noticed, no noise in here, not like it used to be, because we have the air pump up there, piston pump, whatever you want to call it, that is feeding air to probably 70% of these tanks. And anyway, back to my point. Lots of air tubing. That's another giveaway that this is an old school fish room. You gotta have just crap everywhere. Look at that. All that's nothing but driftwood. Of course, you got to have your pots all over the place, right? You got to have, check out my Adidas. My Adidas. Anyway, so that, and then, you know, you got to have decorations. So nothing but like just a big old thing of decorations. That's right. What's up, Wolfie? Let me back up. So this is the garage. I think it looks great. Slowly, just give you a little turn around here. And this is what's going on in here. I think it looks pretty good. And then of course you have to have old school people. We have all sorts of supplies that we're never going to use. All this crap. Filters for days. Even more filters down there. And this, of course, we have all this crap in here, all this fish-related stuff, buckets. As I said, this is imperfect because I just haven't had time to finish in here, but it's very cozy for me. So look, got filters in here. I haven't even used this filter. This is like a 20-year-old filter, Trio 2000 underwater filter. I mean, have any of you guys seen that out there? Heck no. Eheim Aquaboss, sure, that's got to be 20, 30 years old. All these old school tanks. Oh, speaking of old school tank, I can pick up a 150-gallon tank. Excuse me, I can pick up a 55-gallon tank, no problem. I mean, I'll grunt a little bit, but I can pick it up. This 29-gallon long tank is an old school tank that has that slate bottom, metal frame. This is one heavy tank. Now these are collector's items, so if you see these, grab them. Even if they leak, they're collector's items. They're good just to have in your fish room, especially if you just want something to talk about. All right, guys, so in this tank we have the 150, which is my old male Dovai. He's about 15, 16 inches. You guys know I had him in that 220 tank in the main fish rooms for quite a long time. Done a lot of breeding over the years, created a lot of fry, but he's at a state now where I think he needs to be alone and heal. He's got a lot of bumps and bruises on him. He's a really good looking Dovai, and I like to see him heal and get well, so that's why he's in this tank all by himself. And I separated him and put his female in here with a younger male. And they're actually breeding. She's down here. I don't know if you can see her head popped out. Let's see. Can you see her head popped out right there? Let's see if we can get a closer look. There she is. So there's his normal female. I believe she's got fry or eggs in there. You don't want to come out and say hi? You don't want to come out and say hi? Next. Check those guys out up here. Let's get a closer look. All right. So I moved my Jaguar cichlids into this 120-gallon tank, and they are having a great time in there. Let's see if I can focus this in more on those guys. Focus me out. I decided to put them in this 120-gallon tank. They used to be in this tank for a couple of years. I think they like this tank more than the 150 for whatever reason. I think it's higher and they like the height, but they're already showing signs of breeding yet again. And I like how what I've done is I have all of the Parachromas family in the garage, and you're going to see in the main fish room I have most of the Amphilophus family, but this is absolutely a staple in my fish room. Oh my God, I can't even remember how long I've had these Jaguar cichlids, but whenever I start a fish room, it has to start with the Jaguars. They are, simply put, one of my favorite fish. Yep, right? Next, Dovai pair in here. This is another, speaking of older tanks, Oceanic. Some of you guys probably don't remember Oceanic. Make incredible tanks, thick glass, and then you can tell they're Oceanics because they have this glass top that has their brace. So that flimsy plastic that's on most tanks now, Oceanic had these glass braces that went across the tank. So down here in the 90-gallon tank, we had the Cuban. You close in on him. Focus. There's the Cuban. Looking great. His female's in there behind the driftwood. I think this sand really sets his colors off. This sand, if you remember, came from Cobalt. I'm trying it out in here, and I absolutely love it. But check him out. Is he not gorgeous or what? What a gorgeous looking fish. Next, we have the Lazuli tank. This is a 75-gallon. There's the male. There's the female. And again, just looking to breed these guys. This is an old male, as you can tell. I mean, he's absolutely beat up. It's an old fish, but a good fish. If I get him to breed a few more times, I'll be happy. The paired tilapia, black diamond, starry night cichlid, looking absolutely stunning. I mean, check him out. In a 65-gallon tank. On the bottom tank down here is our true parrot cichlid. He is behind this sponge. This is kind of a holding tank until I figure out a better home for him. And of course he's not going to move, so let's see if I can move this. There he is. Beautiful, beautiful cichlid. And right now this 55 is just a holding tank for him. We'll talk more about that later. I just recently moved all these fish into their new home, so some of them are skittish, especially ones that have been in tanks for a long time. If you move them, they're not going to feel real comfortable about showing themselves. So that's kind of what's going on in the garage. But hopefully you like what you see, guys. This garage is well insulated. I mean, thick walls. It's not going to be hard to keep this place warm. I've done it before in the past. And the other great thing is that our laundry room is right next door. Turn the heater on, all that heat comes in here, and it just, sometimes when I just want to make it warm in here, just turn the dryer on and it heats it up really quick. So anyway, cool stuff. Hope you like the garage. Up to the main fish room now. Come on. What's up, guys? All right, so tell us about that first tank, Liz.
So obviously it's a 265-gallon tank. And we have our pier side, we have the Argentas, we have a rare yellow Cares convict, and there's some catfishes in there.
Synodonis.
Lion eye, and are they geofarms?
Yeah.
Or notums?
Or notums.
Or notums?
Yep. And then you have you said the Amphilophus lion eye, which again, there's two Care species in that tank. The yellow convicts and the Amphilophus lion eye. So again, you said 260, aquascape to the T.
Yeah.
Out top, you see all our trophies. I decided to kind of put our trophies back out just to signify some of the stuff we've done over the last few years. All right.
Okay.
Next tank.
All right.
This big boy.
This is my prized fish for I don't know how many years now. I love this guy so much.
Your prized fish?
I love him.
I thought you loved the parasite.
I do, but this guy, he used to let me pet him, and
he still does. He loves you.
Now, well, he didn't bite me the other day when I went to pet him, so that was good. But he's like a little dog. He'll follow you anywhere you move in here. He's excited to see you. He's very happy all the time.
Now, where did this tank come from?
This is the 125 that I won at the raffle at, it was
Aquatic
the one
Experience.
in New Jersey, Aquatic Experience.
2019.
Yeah, before everything shut down and went to heck. So this is an Amphilophus chancho.
Correct, and he
Beautiful fish.
He is the last fish that won a big award for us. He won the Best of Reserve show at the Aquatic Experience. So we're very proud of him, and he's a gorgeous fish.
He really is.
Prime condition. So he kind of likes it in that tank. I decided with this tank to go no driftwood and just strictly rocks.
Yeah.
And
that sand you fought me tooth and nail for?
yeah, well that's part of your sand and that's part of that doggone it cobalt sand.
Okay. Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
I did see there was a different variant in there.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
All right. Next.
All right.
You're probably gonna need help with these, I think, maybe.
So next we have, I believe this was given to us as a barred Midas, but you believe it is a retislatum.
I do, and the one to the right was given to us. Let me lower this camera a little bit. Get the pretty lady in there. That is, and he's so much more.
Oh, he was
personable.
hiding behind stuff when we first got him.
He was given to us as an Amarillo. Now, I have to be honest, I'm really stuck, because if you look at both of them, they have the exact same markings.
Well, but I think he has red where he does not.
That's the only difference, is I see more red on one side. I don't. This is a call for Rusty Wessel. Or I'll give him a call and show him some pictures of Wayne LaBelle. And
I tell you, when the conventions open back up, he's going to be a great one to show.
I think so. I still got a little work to do with him.
He's got a heck of an attitude already.
He does now. I've been working with him.
I know.
But
it shows.
He's still, his body is still a little short for me. I want to give him a little bigger and a little longer.
Yeah.
Don't we all? All right, thank you though. That was a 150 and that is powered by a couple of Aqueon hang on the back filters. That's all we use on this particular tank and it does a great job. Yeah. We've had those, we got those free, remember, from that fish place. Remember they were giving them away, you traded
the exchange, the filter exchange.
Yep. All right, next.
So over here we're back into the Amphilophus.
Yep.
We have the Midas, and I believe this is a Red Devil.
Nope.
Nope, wrong.
They're both citronellus.
They're both citronellus.
Yep. Yeah, I'm hoping that they're going to. I'm pretty sure that one's a female that you're playing with right now, and the other one is a male, obviously. So I'm hoping we're going to get a little magic going real soon.
I think you're right, because there's a much smaller tube there too, versus the male.
Yep.
Substance.
Yeah. No, these are both citronellus though.
Okay.
Different than the labiatus.
And this is Joker that we got from Kelly.
Yep.
He has really grown. He's got a beautiful nuchal hump.
Yeah, his nuchal hump's really grown. And we took him to AE. He didn't place, but it was a good first experience for him.
Absolutely. And he's just going to keep growing.
Yep. And again, with this one, I decided to just go rocks in the tank as well. So,
simple, easy to clean, beautiful.
Yep. And they don't get damaged as much. I think with the driftwood, they run into it and they get a lot of damage that way.
You're absolutely right.
All right, so we are going to twist the camera this way.
Okay.
Following the pretty lady.
Hey, pretty lady.
Pretty lady.
All right.
All right, so this, go ahead.
A Trimac.
Yep.
What is the
Amphilophus
trimaculatus?
You got it. That's my baby.
And you know, this is our.
Hey! Before we go forward, everyone out there, leave comments below saying happy birthday to Liz. It was her birthday yesterday. You got your ring on? Put that ring up to the camera. Let's see that ring. That sapphire and diamond ring Daddy got you.
Yeah,
Very
Daddy.
Nice. All right, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Just see if people are paying attention. We'll see if anyone leaves comments below.
So we got a 125 here.
Yep.
This is our storage stand where we store a lot of stuff in, which is nice. And
we can't see the fish, so is it possible you can sit down?
To move.
Yep. There you go. Perfect.
Hey,
he is actually my favorite fish right now.
And he's grown at least an inch since we've got him.
More than an inch.
You think?
Yeah, much more than an inch. He's my project right now. I see him as being the champion one day.
He's got beautiful trails.
Yeah, I need to get the nuchal hump going there, but beautiful fish. He's not colored up as much, so I got to work on that too.
Yeah, maybe some of that color enhancing food Cobalt sent us?
Possibly. He was more colored up when I had him next to another fish.
Right.
So, but he's chilling. I decided to give him this large tank so he has room to grow and heal, because he had a couple of marks on him. He looks great right now.
Yeah, he does.
Alrighty?
Alrighty.
Last tank, guys.
A 180?
220?
220, well.
Close enough?
Close enough. Well, So in here is another
Now this
catfish.
is the Synodontis, yep, and this is the Red Devil. Now I call this the danger room, the danger tank, and the reason why I call it the danger tank, and I'm sorry to take away from you, honey, I know you don't know much about this particular tank. I have a Red Devil in here, and then over to the right, I have a Dovide. Now these guys are a little spooky right now. If we sit back, they'll come out a little bit more, but you're fine where you're at.
Yep. And there's a big old Plecostomus in there.
Yep. So I kind of got this idea from our friend Andy Woods. He actually has I think he has a female Dovide with a Red Devil, and they get along great. So I was trying this out. The Red Devil's a lot smaller than the Midas, so we're seeing how it goes. But I actually like this tank a lot too. All right.
Yep.
Here he comes out now. He's not
got
quite.
Beautiful colors though.
Yeah, he's not quite. Now this is the descendant of Bruce.
Or was it Thor?
Thor, you're right, from Anthony.
Yes.
And
From
Tomu.
Ohio Cichlids.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, this little Dovide hasn't budged an inch.
Yeah, they're not used to you. Well, all right, Liz. So thank you so much for giving us a tour. Let's finish this out in my office in front of the river tank and say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
Now we're gonna go to the river tank and say goodbye, silly. Come on, Queen. All right, guys, that is it for my tour of my Imperfect Fish Room. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I know you enjoyed the last part with Liz being in the new fish room. A couple other things I want to say about the new fish room that we didn't really highlight. Security cameras are in there so that anytime I'm at work, I can always see my fish, make sure everything's going well. And then it's basically a smart fish room. I can turn everything on and off with my voice. So it's really cool. So it's a drastic difference between the old school in the garage and the new school in our house. So hope you enjoyed the tour. So this is it, guys. We are going to take a break.
For a little while.
Yep. And maybe I'll post a video here and there, something exciting happens, like something starts breeding. But for the most part, I might do one upload a month, if that. But we want to say thank you, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you to each and every one of you guys. We hit 7,000 subscribers, I guess, a week or so ago. So thank you very much for that. Hopefully you guys will keep subscribing and keep watching our library. We have a lot of good stuff.
Absolutely.
Many of you new subscribers might want to go back in the library and check out some of our stuff. Even laugh about how corny we were in the beginning.
I love our bloopers.
I do too. But most important, guys, we thank you so much for your support. We hope that you will stick around. Everyone needs a break after a while, and
we'll be back.
We're going to do us, right?
Yeah.
We're going to do us. So thank you so much, guys. Last but not least, stay safe, stay healthy, stay positive, and stay absolutely fishy. Any last words, Queen?
No. See you guys soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.